Friends, followers, fans, foodies, forever famous, forever favored. Forget famine, find fulfillment. Feast freely, feast fast. Firm? Flavorful? Featuring fluffy, flowery folds, a firm fromage. Finally, today on the butcher block, the filet of fish. This smells amazing, but I have a confession before we get into this. I have never consumed one of these, so this is going to be a first-person foodie first, so let's get to it. The filet of fish dropped onto the scene in 1962 in Cincinnati, Ohio by businessman Lou Groen when he noticed a decrease in burger sales during the Lenten season. Trying to drive up sales, he cooked up the idea of the filet of fish and it became the Golden Arch's first non-burger menu item. The filet of fish starts with your typical McDonald's steamed bun. Your square-shaped filet o' fish, half a slice of American cheese, then is topped with some tangy tartar. The OG filet of fish was made with halibut, but for cost was switched to cod. Then, as of 2020, their website states that they use fresh Alaskan pollock in each of their sandwiches. One of these set me back $5.19 at my local McDonald's. When I arrived, though, to my surprise, I discovered a promotion. And after doing some digging, I was informed that certain McDonald's will often put these on sale during the Lenten season, so more gills for your bills. Let's put this on the scale and see if it floats or flounders. If you're new here, we weigh each of these reviews to see how far our dollar goes. I'm curious where the filet of fish will sit. Let's see. Weighing in at 4.8 ounces, we get a cost of $1.08 per ounce, putting us next to last place for cost, but I find it very unlikely that anything will catch up to the steak nuggets from our Arby's review. Time for the cross-section. Had a bit more resistance than I was expecting, almost unpleasant. Let's open it up. A lot of white going on here. As we look at the stack, we have a typical bun layout, and sandwiched between all that bread is a meat and goop combo with a sliver of yellow from the cheese. As we look a little closer, the texture of the fish looks nice, considering it's made from a super processed brick and not a true fillet. Not knocking, just informing, the wild-caught pollock is processed into essentially a big meat cube that is then sliced and breaded, then flash frozen into a delicious square shape for the masses. That's enough knowledge. Time for me to take my first ever bite of a filet o' fish. At first, I could only taste tartar sauce, then cheese, then the fish punched through. I know there's a big fan base out there for the filet of fish, and I don't want to throw any shade, but I do not think I am one of them. Honestly, I think it might have been the combination of the cheese and tartar that put me off. I'll have to try this with just the tartar sauce, but this is a no-go for me. As for nutrition, I'll put that up on the screen. Like most fast food, the sodium is up there, but the macros here are pretty decent. I know here in the US we're on a big protein kick right now, which, outside of any sort of training regimen, I don't think you need to be as hyper-focused on. But one of the great things about the filet of fish is, since it is fish, it is high in polyunsaturated fats. That includes omega-3s, which are super good for your heart and brain. I appreciate you all stopping by this week. If you are curious about another Cincinnati creation, go and check out our teardown of the Skyline Coney. I'll leave a link in the description below. And if you're wanting to learn how to cook super simple recipes, go and check out the playlist on our channel. As always, liking and subscribing is appreciated, and until next time, remember to be kind.